We're currently due a mid-season balance patch, which will be our first since the 2.0 update, and one special has popped up a lot in discussions about what should be nerfed in this next patch. In particular, it is this crabby boy that we all know and sometimes love or don't love. So, could the crab tank actually get a nerf in the balance patch? Well, let's take a look. Reading through the comments on the balance patch video I made, it became very clear to me pretty quickly that a lot of people wanted to see a nerf to the crab tank in some kind of form. Now, I can definitely see where a lot of people are coming from. The crab tank is definitely one of the most powerful specials in the game in my opinion. When you compare it to something like the reef slider, which just seems to die instantly if someone even steps near it, then the crab tank definitely does feel really powerful. And although personally I've never had as many issues with it as some of the other specials in the game, especially the Tenta missiles which did end up getting nerfed in the last update, I definitely could see it getting some form of nerf. I especially noticed over the Splatfest period that a lot of people were complaining about how many crab tanks they saw, and how frustrating it was to go up against teams that could basically spam crab tanks. I think honestly, Nintendo's most likely course of action here would be to increase the amount of points that you need to get the special on weapons that have the crab tank. I honestly feel like they would not do much beyond that, although I could be very surprised. Some other things they could do is take a nerf to how much hit points it has, or maybe a slight nerf to the range as well, although I don't know if that would be the best idea and might upset a lot of people who do really enjoy using it. They definitely have to be careful in my opinion because they don't want to discourage people from using the crab tank entirely, but perhaps preventing people from using it as much as they currently do could be a good idea. I also do realize that there's probably a lot of people who don't want to see any kind of nerf to crab tank, although with how much traction this has gotten online, I do really feel like we're going to see something in relation to crab tank, although it might not be as severe as most people think one way or the other. Typically with balance patches, you should always set your expectations to the minimum because then you won't be disappointed if what you were expecting doesn't get changed too much, and then if it does get changed a lot in a positive way for you, you could definitely be really happy about that. For me though, the main thing I'm personally hoping for is a big buff to the reef slider. Right now, like I said earlier in the video, it just feels like you can get defeated with it so easily. I think adding some invincibility frames would definitely be a good idea for this special. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. Do you think the crab tank will see some kind of nerf in this next balance patch? And do you think it deserves it? I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you made it to the end, be sure to comment Crab Gang down below so I know you did. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing and turning on notifications for more. If you want to support my content, consider becoming a member by clicking the join button or the link in the description. You can get some exclusive perks for doing so, like emojis, a badge by your name, and you even get featured at the end of my videos.